This episode is brought to you by SmartVestor. Connect with an investing pro near you at ramseysolutions.com/smartvestor. Today's question comes from Justin in Minnesota. Many people think that for a person to become wealthy, other people must lose wealth because it's a limited pie that is sliced up unequally. I think wealth can be created through innovation, for example, and therefore not limited. What is your opinion of this?
Well, Justin, you would be correct.
This is a great philosophical...
The pie theory is someone that is ignorant of basic economics. The size of the economy shrinks. That's called recession. Grows too fast and too much. It's called inflation. The economy is constantly growing in size. The number of dollars moving around the economy today is way different than it was in 1776, darling. So this idea that we've simply been swapping at the size of the slices of the pie around since 1776, we would all still be living in log cabins shooting muskets. That's dumb, okay? Obviously, the economy, the size of it changes. So you don't, if someone that believes that by getting money that someone else is being taken from automatically is a fixed pie theory, and it just shows ignorance of economics. It's that simple. A good way to explain, I love Rabbi Lappin's picture. It's one of my favorites of all times on this. He said, the economy, and he's an Orthodox Jewish rabbi, wrote a wonderful book called Thou Shalt Prosper, about prosperity. He said, and he addresses this exact issue. He says, the economy is not a pie where if you get a bigger slice, someone else gets a smaller slice. The economy is more like a candle. When you light it, it doesn't take away from yours. It just adds light. And so the economy, because money moves just exactly like that. You can show several examples on how money actually grows. So Justin, you're right. Innovation is a good example of that. And so money is literally created, and no one is the lesser for it. Now, if there were only two people on the planet, when George took some of my money, I would have less, he would have more.
If we both placed a bet and I was right and Dave gives me his money, he lost, I win. That's where that would make sense.
Exactly.
But the stock market is different. If an Apple share goes up in value because the company is worth more and they make great products, nobody lost in that scenario.
It's because they sold more of those little iPhone thingies. Hello. And that's why Apple has more money than Egypt, literally. And so it's pretty crazy. Yeah, but that's it. And so it's economies are created. And you can also, another place to look at that, Egypt made it come to mind, but not picking on Egypt. That's just a joke, but it also happens to be statistically true. But if you go to a country that is underdeveloped, that has a weak economy, what is the difference in that and what we call a developed country where it has a strong and booming economy? It's not that one of them was issued a larger pie by God. It's that the booming economy grew by innovation, by industriousness, by service, by whatever it is they're doing, and it causes the dollars or the currency.
And the GDP will expand.
The GDP, the gross domestic product, which is the total of all goods and services sold in an economy. And so, and that's why some of these comparisons by some of these wealth equality people are the people like they're arguing back during Obamacare, they're arguing about, well, Norway has free health care. Well, Norway's economy is the size of Atlanta's. It's not even in the same ballpark. It's like tricycles go slower than motorcycles too, honey. So, I mean, it's like, no kidding. It's a different thing. They don't even belong in the same sentence. It just shows the sheer freaking ignorance of people on basic economic stuff. Well, Norway has free health care. Well, so does Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I mean, no, it doesn't. But, I mean, good God, that doesn't even show up, y'all. I mean, come on. So it's the same kind of thing that goes on. But it always comes back to the underlying emotion is hope versus hopelessness, is scarcity mentality versus abundance mentality. The people that Justin that are coming at you with this, they have Eeyore as their spirit animal. It's like, oh, it's bad. It's always going to be bad. It's always been bad. The little man can't get ahead because the big guy's taking all the pie. And there's perpetual freaking whining. It's unbelievable. Instead of getting up, throwing your shoulders back, leave the cave, kill something, and drag it home. Shut up.
So it's basically, I'm broke because other people are rich, and that's not fair.
Because I refuse to actually look at the real problem, which is the guy in my mirror. You know, it's like I'm going to blame Dunkin' Donuts because I have a belly, because I can't stay away from their donuts. It's not Dunkin' Donuts' fault. It's Dave's fault. He eats too many freaking donuts. That's Dave's fault. You know, there's a reason I don't look like Mr. Universe. And it's not Dunkin' Donuts' fault.
Depends what universe.
Or well, that's true. But Krispy Kreme either, by the way. So we'll just be a multiple.
It's their fault for making addictive products.
You know, it's like it's their fault. They made an addictive product. All that sugar just made me want to stand over there every time the hot light comes on. Oh, my God. Am I a victim of this? No. Okay, so me too, boys and girls, me too. But you need to decide who you're going to blame in this, because it's the difference between scarcity mentality and abundance mentality. It's the difference between fixed pie and candles. It's the difference between hopelessness and hope. It's the difference between victor and victim. And all of these things line up, and those things make you are the things that are going to make you successful or not successful, not the fact that someone got yours so you can't get it out of the little fixed pie. I think I need a cheesecake now.
I think I'm getting hungry thinking about all this.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of food in this, all these analogies.
Well, the extension of this is, should billionaires exist? I've seen this come about. Well, billionaires just should not exist, Dave. Apparently, once you hit 999 million, that's it. You're fine. You're a good person. Once you hit billionaire, apparently you become a terrible, awful human being. Is it true?
I thought it was millionaire, but I mean, I've heard
changed
everything.
The game.
Yeah, it's like wealth is evil. No, it's not. People are stupid. Wealth is not evil. Well, money is just like a brick. You can build a hospital with it, or you can throw it through a window. The brick doesn't care. But when you put it in the hands of a human being, you discover whether that human being is a moron or not. You discover whether they're a jerk or not. You discover whether they're a sweet, giving, generous person or not. When you hand people money, it doesn't cause them to become something. It reveals who they already are. Well, money ruined my children. No, darling, your children were already idiots. You handed them money and proved it.
It just lit that fire, added some gasoline on it.
That's not. I mean, it's not it. That's just ridiculous. So this idea that, you know, somehow wealth is evil. Well, I mean, the Bible says that money is the root of all evil. See, that's what happens if you get your theology off of TikTok. The Bible does not say that. It says the love of money is the root of all evil, which is an indication not of anything about money or amounts of money. It's an indication of the character of the individual that touched it. So if you're going to practice dadgum Christian doctrine, actually learn it before you open your mouth. God, this stuff is so aggravating to me. And so this idea that somehow someone has done something wrong in America because they went and helped a lot of people and made a lot of money in the process. No one was pissed off when I sold a $12 book called Financial Peace out of the back of my car, and I sold 10 of them, and I was starving to death. When I sold 10 million of them, somehow people got pissed off.
Now you're greedy, Dave.
Now I'm greedy, and I take advantage of poor people. Oh, my God. See, this is the problem if you ever read comments. If you read the comments after articles, you know why some species kill their young. So, oh, my gosh. That wraps that little rant up.
Sorry to wind you up. I just wound him up and
George,
I let him loose.
You shouldn't have given me caffeine and a good subject. And a good subject. There we go.
I'll get you a donut for the next hour.
Oh, I'll feel so much better.